King Charles III stood at the center of it all, not as a figure reacting to events, but as one quietly shaping them. The palace did not whisper this time. It shifted decisively, almost imperceptibly at first, and then, all at once, a teenager, barely visible in the grand machinery of monarchy, was suddenly drawn into focus. James Alexander, a name that carried no controversy, no rebellion, no narrative of its own, until now. Because this was never about recognition, it was about function, about the quiet replacement of absence with presence. Where Prince Harry had once stood, unpredictable and distant, there now emerged a figure defined not by voice, but by silence. And that silence, in a system built on continuity, spoke volumes. The monarchy had been stretched to its limits. With Prince Andrew removed from public duties and Prince Harry stepping away entirely, the structure that once relied on a wide circle of working royals began to narrow. Princess Anne continued her relentless pace, carrying responsibility without pause. Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, balanced public expectation with private strain. The burden was no longer sustainable. What had once been a network was now a fragile core. And within that pressure, a single question surfaced. Who would step in when the system could no longer sustain itself? The answer did not arrive with ambition. It arrived with compliance. James did not enter the spotlight. He was placed into it. Raised away from chaos, shaped in the quiet discipline of Bagshot Park, his presence felt less like emergence and more like design. And then came the mechanism that made it official. Letters patent. An ancient authority, rarely used with such precision, now deployed to restructure roles at the highest level. This was not ceremony, it was recalibration. At the same time, Prince Harry's remaining ties began to dissolve. Technicalities became tools, residency rules became barriers. Positions once held slipped away, not with confrontation, but with finality. And as one figure receded, another took form. Same roles, same expectations, a different name. Inside the palace, the shift was not celebrated, it was understood. This was about survival. A monarchy that had once absorbed disruption now sought to eliminate it entirely. No longer built around personalities, the system began to prioritize structure. Predictability replaced individuality. James represented that shift. He did not challenge the role, he accepted it, not as ambition, but as obligation. And in that acceptance, he became exactly what the institution required: a stabilizing force, a presence that filled space without reshaping it. For Prince William, this meant something rare: distance from the immediate weight of expectation, a buffer, a redistribution of pressure that allowed the future to be considered rather than endured. But beneath the precision, beneath the control, something unresolved remains, because history has never been kind to permanence. Even the most disciplined figures, shaped by duty, eventually encounter the limits of their role. And when that moment arrives, when awareness replaces obedience, the system faces a question it cannot easily answer. Will James remain aligned with the structure that placed him there, or will he become something else entirely? For now, the monarchy appears steady. The roles are filled, the narrative is intact, but the stillness does not suggest completion. It suggests pause, and as before, whatever comes next may not arrive with disruption. It may arrive quietly, just as this did.